In the heart of the ancient Igbo lands, there was a village called Umweke. The village was small, peaceful, and blessed with fertile land. But it was also surrounded by a forest so vast and mysterious that even the bravest hunters dared not journey too far within. The people of Umweke often spoke in hushed tones about spirits that dwelt in that forest. Some said the trees could hear conversations. Others swore they had seen shadows moving even when no wind blew. But most feared the tale of an accosted calabash, a vessel that whispered and tested the hearts of men. In this village lived a girl named Anwuli. Her name meant joy, yet joy rarely visited her life. Her mother had died when she was a child, and her father, lonely and grieving, had taken another wife, Nena, who already had a daughter named Ngozi. Not long after, Anwuli's father passed away, leaving her in the care of Nena. But Nena's heart was hard as stone. She favored her own daughter and treated Anwuli as nothing more than a servant. "You will not eat until you fetch water," she would bark. "You sleep in the corridor. You are not fit for my daughter's mat." Ngozi, spoilt and proud, followed her mother's example. She mocked Anwuli endlessly, laughing at her torn wrappers and calling her witch girl. Yet, Anwuli endured. She walked from sunrise to sunset, fetching water, gathering firewood, sweeping the compound. Her stomach often went empty, but her heart remained kind. She spoke gently to strangers, helped children, and shared even the little she had with others. One fateful afternoon, after a long day of toil, Nena shouted at Anwuli again. "Anwuli, the firewood is finished. Go into the forest and bring me a fresh bundle. If you return empty-handed, you will not eat tonight." Ngozi smirked. "Hurry now, or the spirits will catch you in the dark." Exhausted, hungry, but with no choice, Anwuli tied her faded wrapper tightly, lifted her basket, and walked into the forest. The forest was dense, alive with sounds, chirping crickets, rustling leaves, the distant call of night birds. She wandered deeper than usual, searching for dry wood. The sun had begun to set, painting the sky with gold and crimson, when Anwuli, tired and hopeless, dropped her basket beneath the shade of an ancient iroko tree. She buried her face in her palms and wept. "Why must my life be sorrow? Did my mother bring me into this world only to suffer?" As her tears touched the earth, she noticed something strange among the roots of the iroko tree. An old, cracked calabash. It seemed ordinary, yet as she leaned closer, she heard it. A whisper. "Anwuli, Anwuli, child, why do you weep?" She froze, her heart pounding. She looked around. No one was there. Again the voice called. "Anwuli, child, why do you weep?" Terrified, she stumbled backward. "Who speaks my name?" The calabash glowed faintly, and the whisper deepened. "I am the Whispering Calabash, one secret to Allah, the earth goddess. Long ago, I brought fortune and plenty to a great king, but his greed cursed me, and I was cast away. For years, I have waited for a pure heart to awaken me, and you, Anwuli, have done so." Anwuli trembled. "What do you want from me?" "Not what I want, but what you need. Accept me, and I shall bless you with food when you hunger, riches when you are in need, beauty when you feel shame. But you must obey 3 sacred rules. 1. Never lie while in possession of me. 2. Never use my gifts to harm another. 3. Never let me fall into greedy hands." Anwuli hesitated. Was this a trick of the spirits? Yet hunger gnawed at her belly and sorrow weighed heavily on her heart. She whispered, "I accept. If it means I will never suffer again, I accept." At once, the calabash glowed warmly as though it smiled at her words. That night, as she returned with her bundle of wood, the calabash spoke again. "Anwuli, speak kindly, and I will provide." She closed her eyes, whispering, "I wish for food for my empty belly." The calabash filled with steaming yam pottage, fragrant with palm oil and ugu leaves. Anwuli gasped, her tears filling her eyes. She ate, her strength returning, her heart swelling with gratitude. From then on, her life began to change. The calabash gave her food when she hungered, clothes when she was bare, and little treasures that kept her from want. Slowly, her body grew strong. Her face glowed. Her beauty radiated like the morning sun. The villagers began to notice. "Look at Anwuli. She shines these days. What secret does she keep?" What Nana noticed too. Envy like a fire burned in her chest. One evening, she whispered to Ngozi, "That foolish girl hides something from us. Tomorrow night, we will follow her." And so they did. Beneath the moonlight, they crept after Anwuli as she went to the iroko tree. Hidden in the shadows, they saw her kneel before the glowing calabash. Nena's eyes widened. So, this is her secret. A god that brings blessings. Ngozi clapped her hands in excitement. "Mother, let us take it. With it, we will be the richest in Umuweke." That very night, while Anwuli slept, Nena crept into her room and stole the calabash. At dawn, she held it up proudly. "Calabash, I am Nena, mistress of this household. Fill my house with gold and cowries. Make Ngozi the most beautiful maiden in the land." The calabash trembled. Its voice grew stern. "Greedy heart, beware. I bless only the pure." But Nena scoffed. "Do as I command, useless god." Suddenly, the calabash shook violently. Its whispers turned to wails. From its mouth poured fire ants, venomous snakes, and dark spirits. They swarmed the hut, biting, hissing, wailing. Nana and Ngozi screamed, fleeing into the forest. Their cries echoed through the trees, then faded into silence. They were never seen again. When Anwuli discovered what had happened, her heart ached. Though they had been cruel, they were still her family. She wept as she carried the calabash back to the iroko tree. The calabash glowed softly and whispered one final time, "Your kindness has freed me, Anwuli. You will never know hunger again, and your story will be told for generations." And with that, it sank into the roots of the iroko tree, leaving only silence. From that day on, Anwuli lived a blessed life. She became a woman of wisdom, known across villages for her kindness and her beauty. She married a good man, raised children, and taught them the lesson she had learnt. Kindness multiplies. Greed devours. And though the years passed, the people of Umuweke never forgot the tale of the Whispering Calabash. Some say that even now, on quiet nights, deep in the forest, if you listen closely beneath the iroko tree, you can still hear its voice, soft, haunting, waiting to test the heart of the next wanderer.